Yo, what's going on, everybody? Cuffing a dip. And of course, Just a Grover coming at you guys with another Grove video. Two scoops of Grove
Another
today.
one.
And we've been feeling pretty good. Let me go ahead and get some tunes going.
Absolutely. And while he's getting those tunes going, huge shout out to our main man, Crypto Clip Shane. I don't know if you guys just saw that intro. But man, does that guy do some firework. And that was just a quick run through.
Yeah.
That was a quick run through. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that together today. He got that bad boy today. So huge shout out to Crypto Clip Shane coming in, creating another banger for us.
Man, I'm telling you.
Huge shout out.
Huge shout out to Shane, man. Most definitely, that was fire. Even while watching it and kind of going through the process, I'm like, man, this is it. But let's see who's in the building. We got Stevie snoozing. As you know, he's been dropping those packages off, guys, and hard day at work. I appreciate him for stopping in. We got Clay. What's going on? On Hannah J. What's up? Got Trower in the building. What's going on? We got Corey. What's up, Corey? SFM. So Safe Moon Phil. What's going on? And Corey definitely seen that intro and is liking it, so I definitely I'm with him on that one. I'm feeling the sauce. We got thumbs up. Shane said I just finished it, so yeah, you definitely did finish it. You put a finishing move on it, like Mortal Kombat. Yes.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we pushed the time back just a little bit. We wanted to make sure that that got the chance to get compressed and get ready and be ready to rock and roll for today.
Yes, sir.
Man, that bad boy is fire.
Yeah, so we had to take a couple seconds to get that on there. Had to. Shane says, thanks, guys. Put some Tupac on. Tupac and Grove. Just Tupac and Grove out. Might have to look into something. I'm definitely not feeling the sprinkles right now. So
Grove Commander in the building. What's good, brother? How you doing? Hashtag Grove Green Army. Yes, sir.
Sorry if y'all looking at my look. I'm trying to figure out if this is the song or not.
You can put some Tupac on it. You get demonetized real quick.
0 to 100 real quick. Yes.
Facts.
Let's see. What it says, chill, unwind. So let's see what that is. It's almost like a wine tasting, you know what I mean? Like you got kind of bask in ambiance for a second, kind of see what's going on there. This is a long takes too long for that beat to drop. Okay, there we go. Ain't no problems with that. Okay. Hopefully that's as close to Tupac as we can get YouTube-ish.
Right. That is the best YouTube version of Tupac we're gonna get right now.
Right. Most definitely,
man.
Oh man. But man, that space we just previously had was a pretty decent one, man. I feel like everybody was kind of vibing, having a good time. Talking about Grove, we mentioned a lot of different exchanges that got added and a lot of different volume that got added also. Care to comment how you feel about that, man? What's your thoughts on that?
Man, I love it. The fact that I keep going back to the same thing and kind of saying the same word. And that word for me is positioning. Grove is doing a fantastic job of positioning itself to be at the forefront of when things really take off and start to run. When the Bulls come out to play, Grove will be right there at the forefront. And being able, being at the forefront means you have accessibility. So tapping into all these different markets, all these different regions, it definitely helps out with everybody on the planet being able to invest in Grove or have the ability to invest in Grove. So it's very cool. And so we had five listings last week, if you include the Safe Moon ERC20 swap going live, and then we have another one, another top 20, another top 20 this week. And I think on the backside, I think we're just waiting on some ink to dry, waiting on some things like that to happen, and then we might see some rumblings about a top 10, maybe a top 5, somewhere around there. Well, John has been working. He's been very busy. It's like 20-hour days and 4 hours of like combined nap time throughout the day. So he's doing a great job of really just kind of placing and putting Grove in a position to succeed and be at the forefront for sure. Jarvis said, great space tonight. Man, that was a good one. We definitely had some good conversation tonight and had some fun for sure.
Yeah, any spaces like that, you can definitely sign me up just because the vibe was definitely there. It was some good people that came in. Some new buys came in also. So people were definitely feeling the vibe and kind of liking the research they were doing after kind of finding out about Grove. So surprisingly, there's still a lot of people that do not know about GROVETOKEN just yet. So
it really is true. It really, I mean, you got to think 5.5 months. Grove is 5.5 months old.
Yeah.
So it's still new. Still a lot of folks out there that don't haven't quite got the good news yet.
Yeah, most definitely. We man, it's so much more to go with Grove, which is actually the crazy part to it. People think that the exchanges that we got are just like, okay, they're gonna be a little bit of volume, but not a lot of volume, blah blah blah. But I feel like all of the exchanges, whether it be a little bit of volume on each one, is going to end up being a massive amount of volume because we didn't have any of that volume in the first place. That's one. And two, everybody kind of has that one Binance, one Coinbase kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, when are we doing this? When are we doing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like gradually, like things are going to get to that stage. And if anything, I feel like if there was a Coinbase or like Binance announcement right now, there would definitely be a pump, no doubt about it. But I feel like there will be a bigger pump if everything was kind of set in place. You know what I mean? Everything was rolling. You know what I mean? Some of the things came out. People had things to look at as far as the investors coming in. Then the market is not as in a bearish state as it is right now. So Then you got more money coming in. You got catalysts lined up for investors, and you have multiple different places to get it. And then Binance, crypto.com, Coinbase being one of them. You know what I mean? So it's it's still a very, as he said, very new process, and it's still being worked out as we speak. So I think that the steps they're taking right now are the correct steps and in the correct order, because they're getting all their ducks in a row. Then when the bigger wallets kind of come in to look at the situation, that institutional money, you know what I mean, it kind of likes to invest in projects, which they put out a chart. I don't know if you saw that chart that Mindy posted up, or was it Apache that had that chart up that showed the different businesses investing into cryptocurrencies.
I did see that, and I'm not 100% sure who put that up, but I'm sure I can find it. But like you said a while ago, just kind of positioning themselves, getting ready for what's to come next. And we got news today that if I can find the tweet, maybe it's on GROVETOKEN. I should have known where it was at. All right, today a tax on buy has been adjusted down to 5% effective immediately. Further tax reductions may take place, but they will be shared and voted as before for a healthier, wealthier growth, for a healthier, wealthier future for everyone. So we do see that I quote tweeted that one earlier, but we do see that. That the tax has been on the buy tax has been changed to 5%.
And let me pull that up. We already know
Can I share through StreamYard?
You said what was it?
Can I share through StreamYard? Just out of curiosity.
You don't have to share through StreamYard. I'm pretty sure John tweeted it out not too long ago, right?
Yes, that was
all right, here we go, right here. So right here on the screen, as our big grove bounces around it. But yeah, so we got that 5%. Then he already he pretty much I like what he does and how he tweets pretty much. He puts out the tweet, and then like later on when he accomplishes the goal that he wants to meet, he retweets on top of that tweet, so you can see like a time frame that it like took him to get done with that task. Have you noticed that he does that or not?
Yeah, he definitely tweets on it. It's you got to be paying attention. And honestly, I just turn on the notifications. It definitely helps out. Otherwise, yeah, I feel like I would miss something if I didn't have his notifications turned on.
Sorry, I'm messing with the music. Yeah,
my screen is glitching out on me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
loud and clear, my good.
And we can still got so StreamYard's just glitching out. No worries.
John is really doing a strategic game with precision. Yeah, see, that's what I've been saying for some time. Like, it's not like the moves he's making are for a reason. So I just want to point that out. I definitely feel the same exact way. He's definitely doing his best to make Grove stand out, and for all of the right reasons. You know what I mean? And by all the right reasons, I mean like because they are accomplishing the things they said they are going to, and they're repeatedly doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they did it, then they're like, okay, cool, we got a cool down period. John's like, nah, like we still got to go hard. Like, we're not done yet. You know what I mean?
Oh man, and all this does is make John want to work harder. Getting a little success makes you hungry for more success.
Oh yes, sir.
So when you're able to take one step and you get success in one step, it makes you want to take two steps, and it makes you want to take two more steps, and it makes you, before you know, you start running. And that's really what happens. I mean, we're still learning how to walk at 5.5 months, and we're walking very, very well. for a 5.5-month-old project for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say so. The things that I'm seeing right now, and we've been around looking at multiple different projects, and me, I'm very analytical. I like to deep dive into things, and I'm tedious. I'm not gonna pass one thing up because it's too hard to look up information for it. I'm just gonna look harder because I want to find it. You know what I mean? Type of deal. So it's there's really not too much to be upset about with Grove. Like, I don't know how you can be with the execution that's going on. Like, he literally seems to want to do everything for the holder. The entire team does. There's an entire staff, like not a couple people, you know what I mean? Like an entire staff of people that are willing to answer questions or get back to you at any time of the day. Like, they literally found the correct ratio of Americans to Australians. You know what I mean?
Very true. And it's not just
mean?
and it's not just Americans and Australians. I mean, it's there's some South American, there's some some
People from
German,
Dubai
there's
too.
some Dubai, very very strong Arab community, and so it really is tapping into every region in the world.
Yeah.
That's the goal, and we want to have at Grove, we want to have somebody in every region who's able to knows the project, who is able to answer confidently and knows what they're talking about. And so there's somebody in every region like that, and it's awesome to see because like I'll reach out and be like, hey guys, I don't know the Arab community. I don't know what's popular. I don't know any I just don't know. The language barrier keeps me from watching other content creators from other regions. But it's nice to know that we got a team who I can jump into Telegram and be like, hey guys, who's a really good who's somebody who's an influencer in the Arab community that would be a good fit for Grove. And next thing you know, I got 4 or 5 different comments and suggestions, and so we're able to build that way. And it's really awesome just to kind of see, like you were saying, just the entire world and how it works.
Yeah. And I think we also saw that while we were initially streaming before we, got further along and started to learn a little bit more. Like, we met people from all over the place, different personalities, you know what I mean? And all the different time frames just because of how we were streaming. And I literally figured out that it was almost like a shift change. You know what I mean? Like, it shifted from one side of the world to the other side of the world, depending on how long we were on the stream. So Grow literally has like a team set up to where, like, literally every hour of the day, like, it's not like somebody struggling to stay up for 12 to 14 hours to maintain it. Like, literally, like, everybody's brisk, ready to go, chipper, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like walking in after the next shift. It's crazy.
One thing I can say about Grove and the way it works and the way it's run, it is 1000% run like a business.
Yes, sir.
Like a company. It's not just some guys in a garage who had an idea and that idea is working out. This is a business with guys and gentlemen and men and women who have been in business combined over 100 years. So they are running this token, this business, like a business, which is from our side point, from being a content creator and an influencer, that's really nice to see. It's reassuring when things are run very professionally, and so, man, it's just hats off to everything, the way. And it's, like I said before, it starts from the top. Leadership, your project, your token, your business moves with leadership. If your leadership is doing anything and everything is possible, man, that project, that token, that business, whatever it is probably going to be successful because the leadership is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that business, that token, that project is successful. And that is John, and that is the other co-founders as well. They work tirelessly. Carlo, Gabby, Miss Mindy. We all know how hard Miss Mindy works.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to see the team, and that's just the founders. You start talking about mods and management and other things like that, and it is a big group, a very very smart, very very enthusiastic, and very very growth hungry individuals who want to do anything and everything they can to make the project that much better.
Yeah, and I don't know if you just saw behind you. I figured out why my green wouldn't work, bro. Do you see the green retweet that I retweeted? I'm like, did I retweet that? And I'm like, it's not green. I'm sorry, I'm excited. Threw me off a bit. Like that had been a thing for a while. Even the
Did you
Grove
quote
tree
tweet it?
looks better. Huh? You said did I what?
Oh, you fixed the color green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you read that. I don't know if you read that tweet right there. After 2 successful exchanges launched this week, we will announce another listing on Friday.
Yeah.
Another listing
one
on Friday.
Dude, I gotta get
another one.
That has to get added to the board now. I don't know why I don't have it.
Especially just for Grove, because it seems like every other day they got another one.
Back to back, bro. Literally, like John does not go to sleep. If you look at the hours on the post, we're not lying. Like he's up like always. Like
and at random times.
Stuff out. Yeah.
Like it'll be 2-3 o'clock in the morning Australia time, and he's posting. You know, it'll be 2 or 3 in the morning our time, and he's posting. I mean, it's all day long, 24/7. Like I said, he might get 4 hours of naps in a day.
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite posts from him recently, kind of highlighting all of the business utilities, pretty much. You know what I mean? What Grove has going on. So I think there's a thin and thick line in between. You know what I mean? Really establishing what the business part is and what the token is, more or less. So they work together, but you know, two different things.
And this is going to be the business side. This is the business utility. So the token has its own utilities. This is Grove Business Utilities, where you have the headquarters in the UAE, which is set to be done and completed. I do believe sometime like Q1 of 2023. So just a few months around the corner. So with the headquarters, you're going to have hydroponic farming. And that's going to be ground floor, solar farming and retail ground floor, technology and showroom, first floor. So what that means is, education is a big deal, because we're going into a region where farming is not something it's just not something that's been done. There's not a lot of good fertile soil in that region for farmers to be. So now you're going to have to train, you're going to have to teach, you're going to have to educate a whole generation almost of farmers on how to work these hydroponic and aeroponic systems, how to run the solar farming. What does that mean? Jobs. But I do know education, so they want to be able to have students come in and be able to come in and look at the technology and take a look at it at a first hand, see it in person. Right. So it's going to be a big time thing with that headquarters. And that's just ground floor and first floor we've seen.
Most definitely.
We don't even know how big the building is going to be. None of the plans have been released or anything like that. So that's just the headquarters. And then you got, if you can go back to that last tweet that we had on Butcher the last. There we go. You got Grove retail payment integration, Grove Visa card, and Grove retail franchise stores, in-house farming solutions. So the big time stuff happening on the business side as well. And when the business succeeds, Grove token succeeds, and it all trickles down from there.
Definitely, most definitely, man. And there's nothing but good things coming. I think they're gonna do a vertical farming. Yeah, it's aeroponic.
Aeroponic. Yeah, aeroponic farmings.
Yeah, been doing my homework ever since Grove has been getting involved in all these different things and kind of seeing what the difference is between them and what are the benefits to kind of using those methods. You know what I mean? And let me get off a chart.
Hey Corey, I wish I had more. I wish I had more money to throw at Grove too. Trust me. Hey, did you see that my comment in private chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it not? It's not better.
I just still like it's like right above my head, like right there.
Oh, okay, I see it. I literally had to like Like, look.
It's like I stick my hand through the hole and it goes. Yeah, there you go, perfect. Better for something that my OCD was killing me. It was like right in the middle of the screen. Like I couldn't.
I got the same type of OCD, but I couldn't see it because of the banner. What's going on, Poco?
It's just when you when you did the transition to this scene, the other scene looked good.
Yeah. So
of course, that's why the building's so dang big. Yeah. Here's the thing. Del Crypto made a good point earlier. You're gonna have to have all that equipment on the lower floor. You're not going to be able to have all hydroponic farming. These big container farms.
Right.
On these higher level floors. So you're going to want to have that on the low floor. The low levels, that first floor. So, man, I can't wait to get there and see. I would not be surprised if by October when we're in Dubai, if something is not ready, if there's not some type of ground broken already, I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so if there is, just know I think we got to find it.
Oh, we are most definitely. We'll take a trip out there, and we'll take a trip out there, and we may do some content from there.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like the chart is kind of reflecting a little bit as far as the news, as far as all the exchanges and the accessibility that we were kind of just talking about. As you can kind of see, there's make it a little bit bigger. This is actually not bad when the screen wants to mess with me. You know what I mean? It's not turning black.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and we finally broke. We had been moving in like that sideways pattern for a long time, and I knew that 11 mark was kind of like the breakout. So hopefully we can get through the 11s and get into the 12s and test that resistance there.
Yeah, so range is that we're probably going to hit some resistance at. This is a level of resistance right here. I could draw a line, and I just want to have so many different lines just all over the place, but I can't draw a placeholder.
Yeah, you got a little bit of some resistance there.
I'll make it yellow. So just a little bit around this range. But the major zone to break through right here is going to be this red line right here. This is where the major resistance is. Why? Because when you go back, this is where our stronger resistance was. And when we push through this range right here, you can kind of see like how we broke out. I'll shrink it down a little bit for you. You can see that's where it started to hit this parabolic nature. So hit this level, you know what I mean, afterwards, but you pretty much want to get through this level right here, which is down here, where it kind of went, got rejected, went again, got rejected again, came back down, bounced off support, and then literally launched off from there. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yes, sir.
I think that that the fact that it's such a strong level of resistance, once it does get there, it will take a significant amount of volume to push past. So I keep telling everybody, and we're pretty much setting up. If you listen to what I'm saying, we need a significant amount of volume to push past. We're getting a bunch of exchanges, adding volume to the equation, then adding things.
So if we need volume plus exchanges bringing volume equals not financial advice, but
right. I'm just doing math. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I do equations in my head, and I just be like, you know what I mean? The same.
You're just here to throw darts at, throw the dots out. Hopefully that the dots get connected.
The same thing with what ended up being my favorite zone, like literally from the first video I made before the chart kind of hit its decline. This was my golden buy zone. Justin is my witness, and this joint right here was probably the best spot, like around this range was it for me. You know what I mean? Like that golden zone, it doesn't seem like it really wants to come any further down into this range. People keep buying it. So definitely some support, whether it be psychological or not, but people are not letting it go too far down into this range. So they buy it up when it does. So that's why I really like this zone as a golden buy zone. So anytime it would hit around that zone, you know what I mean? I definitely, me personally, I would have been like, okay, yeah, this is my time. You know what I mean? Just because of how I've kind of set my strategy up for trading with this token. So, and I've already mapped it out. So basically I already had my DCA zones that of course I'm still drawing. But I had my I already had my DCA zones that I wanted to kind of look at in advance, you know what I mean? So that would be around this range. Let me spread it a little bit. In between this range where it hung up a little bit, but it didn't hold. So I wasn't really too interested in it, you know what I mean? So it just depends on where you really want to get in at. So I waited until it kind of settled in, and it kind of settled around my golden buy zone, and it kind of found a level of support above that range.
Absolutely. And that's what I mean, that's basically dang near the entire month of August. In that little time. So that's what, 16 days, 17 days. So that's definitely some, you know, it's a lot of up and down, but it's really a lot of tight sideways movement, you know, with some, you know, up and down a lot, but it's still staying in those zones.
Yeah, it's it just depends on honestly what time frame you look at it on, to be honest, because this is the 1 day time frame. And of course, it looks a bit different. It just looks like it's just consolidating within this range right here. So if you were able to see it, I literally was down to the far and had it off screen. But let me turn my bounce off while I'm doing the charts. But yeah, so
if Joe Crypto says you need a couple of whales, hey,
if you bring whales, man, bring it on. But welcome to the stream. You know what I mean? Welcome to the stream. You're more than welcome, man. If you got the whales, bring the whales. Tell them about Grove. I mean, we're not trying to. To me, I don't think talking about Grove is even really chilling to a certain extent. Like, it's literally, there's so many different things to talk about. It's just presenting the information at hand. You know what I mean? Like, we're letting people know, like, these are the available things with Grove. This is what Grove's trying to accomplish. These are the things that the timeline of what Grove's trying to do in the future. There's a bunch of exchanges and volume coming in. More eyes will be on it because it's going to be around the world at that point, as far as different exchanges and accessibility and people being able to buy it, because some exchanges, some people can't use those, you know what I mean? So I know a lot of people can't even buy BNB in New York.
Right. And that's the crazy thing, you know, not legally. You got to have a VPN and do it the back way, but
right.
It's tough. And that's the United States. That's a state here in the United States where, like, crypto, like, is supposed to be some big time thing here, right? And we have states in our own country that you can't buy crypto.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
So imagine what it's like in other parts of the world that don't have, you know, as many, you know, opportunities and many exchanges that you can get into. So it is a big time deal to be able to tap in like that M exchange. M exchange is like one of the top 3 exchanges in the Asian market. And what is the Asian market also number 1 at? Mobile gaming. What is Grove coming out with? A mobile game.
Yes, sir.
That also is play to earn. Guess who has the biggest play to earn population by region?
Let me know,
Asia.
Man.
It's Asia. So when you're able to get in already in one of the top 3, I don't want to say it's. I think I heard it was top 1, but I'll say top 3 just to kind of make sure. But it is one of the top Asian exchanges, and Grove's already in it, already listed, already active trading, already live with like millions of dollars of volume coming in today on day 1.
Yeah, and keep in mind that's day 1.
Day 1. And not, I mean, that's what, like 12 hours. That's in like 12 hours, not even a full day.
Yeah, and for this comment, I think pretty much what we're getting at is whether it be whales or a large amount of retail investors that kind of come in collectively, they're pretty much executing with 5 different exchanges, and then another larger exchange that's going to bring more volume in. One, the advertisement for those individual exchanges in those regions where they actually are popular in, I feel like that's going to bring a lot of volume into Grove, because they're just going to be now hearing about it possibly, you know what I mean? There's a good chance this will be their first time hearing about it, or or kind of going through and doing their own research. And if they like what they see, 9 times out of 10 they're going to buy it because it's a newer token. They see potential in it to run. It did all of what it did in a bearish market. So it's just pretty much imagining what the results will be during a bullish market. You know what I mean? The opportunities are endless, I feel like, especially with the things they're trying to accomplish.
Yes, sir. And like you said, 5 listings last week, another top 20 this week, and then I believe we're waiting on some ink to dry on some top tier exchanges. There's some things that are coming along the road, coming down the road very quickly as well. So yeah, whales, big time money would be nice, but getting 6 million active users, that's one way to kind of help kind of set against the need for whales, because at the end of the day, whales at the end of the day can dump, and so. Whales are great, but at the same time, being able to have that organic growth with just having the everyday man being able to do it. Of course, don't get me wrong, institutional money and whales are awesome. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I think the only projects that honestly whales are like really big big parts of would be like Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that, because they move the charts heavily. With smaller market cap tokens, community tokens, you can definitely move the chart with smaller retail buys and a lot of them. So just because the market cap is not as large as of right now, but as it progresses, I feel like more and more volume will be brought to it because of the utility of it rather than the hype, which is going to make people want to maintain within that investment. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm kind of at with it.
Yeah, I mean, hype is kind of has kind of gotten us where we are here. We saw what hype got us in the chart, that nice run up, that parabolic run we had. And so now it's time to come in and actually back it up with some action, which is exactly what John and the team is doing. They said we're doing this, and this, and so far, this, and this has happened. They said we got this and that coming up. Guess what? This and that comes up next. And so it's pretty awesome to see a project, a team, a leadership group that when they say something, that's what happens.
Yeah, and it
They
seems
put a
like
poll out
like
about they put a poll up about the buy tax. Community vote. Look what happened. Officially got the buy tax changed today, and if it needs to be changed again, it'll be voted on by the community again.
Right. Yeah, but I definitely feel like they're doing everything they can to win the investors' confidence, and they're doing a good job of it. As you can see, everybody's pretty much holding the line as of right here. Yeah, there's some trading because there's volatility in the market. And of course, you have the opportunity to, you can pretty much map it up, see where the level of support is, and you can make trades throughout this, which is where you kind of see some buys, some sales, people are entering and leaving. But I feel like overall more people are coming in than leaving because the holder count is rising. And like I said, this line of support is still being held. And I feel like it's just priming itself. It just needs a little bit more volume, and we'll start to press up to some of these higher zones and see what we can reach. Do exchange while it's not hit the chart, then I'm still stumped about the MEX. So some do. It depends on the agreement that they have. As far as
Yeah, it could be one of those part of the listing agreement. As part of that, maybe part of that price is potentially Grove tokens. That way they can have these have the pools and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it depends on how it's set up. So every time you won't see exchanges buying large amounts. Sometimes you will. Other times they'll actually buy it in smaller amounts. That way it doesn't like send the chart up. So as you have a bunch of people taking profits during that period of time, just so it can be as easy a process as possible. You know what I mean? You don't want people frantically seeing the chart going up and being like, man, I should take profits right now. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things where you'll see, like you said, you'll see them buy, $500,000 today. And then when that runs out, they buy another $500,000. When that runs out, they buy another $500,000. When that runs out, and what that does is it does kind of keep the market from, that big spike. And then people, taking profits and stuff like that. So it's based on there to kind of help out the project, the chart, and not kind of tank it whenever.
Yeah.
Like if they buy a lot at one time, they come in and buy $10 million worth to cover the, just to cover that's going to do something to the chart.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
of course.
That's
You know what I mean?
that's gonna be a big candle. And what's going to happen as soon as that happens, what's going to happen? It's going to come right back down because people are going to take profits on that.
Yeah. So it's just people say don't trade with emotion, but a lot of people still trade with emotion. So emotionally, it wouldn't be able to be handled for people to see a large buy like that on a chart. And that's why people, when they do buyback and burns, they do it in smaller amounts. They don't announce when they're going to do it, so people don't try to take advantage and manipulate the chart, because everybody's not the same and everybody's not here just to try to see the investment grow. They're here to get money now and kind of try to transfer those funds into another investment and continue, because they want instant gratification, more or less, rather than being able to see something grow as far as the investment that they put in at an early state.
Absolutely. I mean, some people see Grove as a 5-year, 10-year plan. Some people see Grove as something that I can day trade. I can potentially, when volume, when things start moving, I can get in and out and in and out and in and out and take profits along the way and doing that. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's an investment strategy, and that's the beauty of it.
But yeah, as far as the holder count, because Dexter did ask, and how you're doing, Dexter, 26K on the BNB side of the world. And if we cross over to Ethereum, we are looking at how many holders? 2,246 holders as of right now. So,
and that is not including all of the farming and staked wallets.
Yeah, if you staked your entire bag,
which does put us over 30,000. Which is that's 30,000 in a bear market. It's 30,000. That's growing a project to 30,000 investors in this market.
I mean, that's not even incorporating the investors. Yeah, that's crazy, and the amount of just retail money. And there were some whales that came in. I saw some of those buys, and they were definitely buying significant amounts, because I think they kind of know what's going on. Okay, I like this question. Let's pull this one up. What are y'all's feelings about burns now that we've seen a few projects do large burns with not a lot of benefit? So if I can go first on this one, and I'll see how Justin feels about it. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan in the world of burns. Why? Because I feel like burns are cosmetic unless you have the volume to support those burns. So let's just say you have a situation to where Grove is doing their bridge, and they have two different sources kind of digging into the pot as far as the actual supply, and two different sources kind of adding a burn, and then an added source as far as a burn mechanism. And you're having significant volume because you have all of these different availabilities to get Grove, and you have a lot of different catalysts coming up. And you know what I mean? All of those different scenarios kind of adding together. I think that builds up value with the burn. So it just depends on the equation the burn is added in. So if it's just a burn and there's no volume there, then no, it's not beneficial. What about you?
And it's one of those things where, like, when we have a burn, we may not see it today, we may not see it next week, we may not see it next month, but eventually down the road, what you're going to see is the accumulation of all those burns kind of start to stack up. And next thing you know, when that circulation supply started at 100 quad, and now it's like what? I think it's 45% ish burned already on the BNB side. So it's one of those things where, if you were someone who's trying to get in and out, the burn's not going to do a lot for you. But if you're someone who looks at Grove as a 5-year plan, or a 10-year plan, a long-term play, these burns will eventually add up and bring that circulating supply down to where it does affect the price, and the price is able to run and get up there pretty decently.
I feel the same, and just realistically, I feel like burns are for, like you said, long-term investments, because you're not gonna, if you burn half of the supply and you don't have any volume, what money did you bring into the project? You know what I mean? It's how you kind of have to look at it. Now, if you burn the supply and you bring a significant amount of volume into the project, you have less to buy. You know what I mean? So the funds will go up faster. That's only the logic behind it. So when you have a hyper burn or a project that's burning a significant amount, but they have potential to have significant value in the future because of what they have, then yes, that's an investment for me. Then yeah, I'm a fan of the burn with the equation that's added to it. Just a burn, no, that's not gonna do anything. That's why I like the fact of how strategic Grove is, because they're not just a token that just does burns. They're strategic, and the planning behind it is going to bring volume into the project, which the burn plus volume, like I just explained, makes for something really nice if as long as the equation goes correctly.
100%. Yeah, and 25-year, 25-year plan realistically, absolutely. Absolutely. I think you can start to see the benefit of those burns sooner.
Yeah, I think
Maybe 5 to 10 years, you'll see the benefit of having those burns today. But like I said, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be this week or next week or the next month, but eventually all those all that burning does stack up and equate and is a good sign. Dexter, I see your question over there. When y'all think the bridge will happen? So the bridge is very, very close to being done. And I know we've been saying the bridge is close to being done. It is actually, we're waiting on, it will be rolled out soon. There's one other aspect that they're making sure is completely set to rock and roll. And then that will be rolling out in like any day. I don't have an exact time on when that's going to go, but like it could be anytime.
Yeah. What's going on, Jerry? What's up? Yeah, so that's how I personally feel about burns. There has to be a game plan behind it, and Grove does have a game plan behind it. I mean, they're strategically bringing things out. They're adding volume and also accessibility to get the token, which everybody likes things to be easy. Nobody wants to go through something that seems to be hard to them to try to obtain something or make somebody else buy it and then send it to them. Some people like the gratification of doing it themselves. And if they can't do it themselves, then they don't want to do it. So that's where I'm kind of at with it. So once we keep improving on the accessibility of the token and a lot of other things, I think we'll really set things off. That's how I feel about it. What's the biggest thing going for Grove? What's the biggest obtainable goal? So you want to take that one?
I think I'll say the biggest catalyst so far. I think the one that's really kind of made people stop and think is the partnership with the royal family member, His Excellency Sheikh Booty bin Al Maktoum. I think that partnership there has opened the door and opened the eyes of a lot of investors to what Grove is potentially and what the future does hold for Grove. So I would say so far that's probably the biggest catalyst that we've had so far.
I'm gonna rebuttal you a bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the biggest catalyst is probably the possibility of a massive takeover of the aeroponic and the hydroponic equipment. Because if they build that headquarters and they're able to establish kind of how they build that and the industry of it, the fact that they're starting in Dubai and the fact that they have to import the majority of their goods anyway, that's going to start somewhere where there's already a lot of money. And then from there, what do people kind of do? Take trends from what places that are prestige or, you know what I mean, just of some reason to watch them. And I feel like Dubai is one of those places. So if people massively adopt the equipment that they're doing in Dubai, I feel like it'll definitely come over to America and a lot of other different places just because of mass adoption over there. And you know that they're going to adopt it because, I mean, they already have people over there that are signing off on it, and I'm pretty sure they would love the fact of having an in-house place to get those items. So that's my take on it.
I love that rebuttal because that rebuttal basically just made my point even stronger. I feel like by being able to have all that in Dubai and being able to tap into all that in Dubai, I think that's open. That door has been opened by the partnership. Yes, I think we would have been there. I think the LLC would have happened, but with that partnership, now the doors doors would have been open, but now I think we're going to see like walls come down for what Grove can get into with that partnership. And not only does that partnership come with with Grove Token, but it also came with the announcement of John becoming the directing manager of the Dubai Metaverse, um, which is a whole nother thing that we haven't even really talked about a whole lot. But John being the managing director of the Dubai Metaverse is big time stuff. And in the fact that it automatically makes it's been posted multiple times that Grove will be the first metaverse built inside the Dubai Metaverse.
Yeah.
So I really do think that partnership so far has been a big time catalyst, and maybe, in my opinion, might be the biggest one so far.
Yeah.
And what was the other? I feel like there was two parts
We
to that question.
Another question up there. So what's big? You basically said what's the biggest thing and what's the attainable goal. So I feel like that was almost the same question in a sense, just asking it two different manners. This question right here, lots of other tokens are doing going to V2. Is Grove going to V2 contract? John tweeted recently looking for ways to decrease the supply. I think that there are other ways to decrease the supply as far as adding other mechanisms to increase the burn. Then the bridge itself will also do so. Also, the buyback and burns and a lot of other things they can do. And they have a non-renounced contract, as on Hana Jay just said. So they really don't have the need really to do another contract.
There will be no need for a V2 because the contract is not renounced, and it's not renounced for the simple fact of being able to make adjustments. We all know that crypto regulations is going to come one day, right?
Oh yeah.
We're all assuming that crypto regulations are going to come one day.
Most definitely.
Why put out a token now where you have no idea what the stipulations, what's going to be standardized, what's going to be restricted, and so it's renounced contract. It's not renounced so that when adjustments are needed, like taking the buy tax from 10% to 5%.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If you wanted that to happen, you would have had to go to a V2. V2 just to change the tax, you had to go to V2. So by a non-renounced contract, you're able to make those adjustments when you need to, and as the community votes on it. So there will be no need for a V2 because all of the adjustments, the contract is able to be adjusted as needed.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I liked at first everybody kind of did not want a renounced contract just because there were so many different scams with so many different projects. People wanted the confidence of knowing you couldn't change anything on them with them investing into the project. So I definitely feel that. So, but now we're in an age to where businesses are kind of hopping into the picture and credible people are taking over the crypto sphere, or at least trying to. There are still scams out there, but there are still credible business people that are trying to bring this space up to standards pretty much. So we got to just kind of roll with the punches kind of with this crypto sphere, because there's always going to be scams until regulation kind of really kicks in. Then I think there'll still be scams because people always test limits, but it's just a matter of educating yourself and remaining aware of your surroundings. You see Impact XP doing a new contract, Brew Labs. Yeah, I did see that. I hope
that Brew Labs.
I hope that does well. Brew Labs does some great contracts. They're at about 2 cents right now, which I feel like is a steal for Brew Labs, how they're kind of taking over the market with doing contracts, audits, and those staking and farming platform that they have, man. So definitely 100%. Big shout out to Brew Labs and what they do on the scene, man. They knock some good work out as far as contracts. Not
Dexter
still
said
the move.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, if you want to read, you go ahead.
I'm so it's I gotta remember that I'm a guest.
No, go ahead, knock it out.
You know what I mean? What I mean? Like
I need some water anyway. My mouth's a little bit dry. Go ahead, knock it out.
I've tried to click this comment like 3 or 4 times. Like I just keep trying to click them, but I can't. It's just me not being like, I got to remember I'm a guest and not in control of the comments.
I feel you.
But Dexter says, not to kill the mood, but y'all see these guys constantly trying to say the partnership is fake. I truly don't understand why they're pushing that narrative. Let them push it. Come to Dubai. Tap in while we're in Dubai. I mean, what better place to see if the Dubai partnership is real than in Dubai, right?
I think. Wait. I think you're going to what? are you going to Dubai? So there might be some footage of Dubai, and there might be the building of Dubai with two people that you actually know on camera that have showed their face, that are docs, that can probably walk in front of the plot of where they're actually building and probably talk to these people that they're saying are fake.
100%. And man, when I tell you that narrative is they're pulling. Like, I feel like we're just pulling at strings, whatever we can get to pull at, and that's what they got. After Dubai, they may not. They're probably not going to have that anymore.
Yeah,
would be a good
it's
guess.
hard. I don't even know how, because like the trip previously, I guess because it wasn't specifically for it's okay. It's okay. I definitely, if I make it out there will definitely be enough footage to say that Dubai is real. The city's beautiful. Everything, all the rumors about Dubai will be confirmed.
and they are confirmed already, but we're going to get a second opinion on that.
Yeah, most definitely. Like they're more than confirmed, but it's just like people are people. So they want the smallest thing. They want. So you say you know them. I need a picture with you that doesn't look photoshopped of you holding a banana next to a bowl of oatmeal. Oh, okay, that'll make you. You know what I mean? Like they want like specific things. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Are you guys familiar with the wall in Saudi Arabia? Could their hydro / aeroponics fit in there? I mean, they're used to fit in small confined spaces. So if it's a small confined space, then it's literally made for stuff like that. You're muted. Muted, sir.
Yeah, I got it. My bad. I don't know anything about the wall, but it looks very, very solid, and it's very, very. I mean, these aeroponic and hydroponic systems are going to be made for literally like a balcony, like a terrace, a balcony, your kitchen, your pantry, whatever it is. It'll be made to scale. That way, you'll be able to have it in your home as well. Shane says, Dexter Griffin, there is always going to be FUD. You have to consider how the royal family does their business, and they're not vocal about their business dealings.
There's not too many people in a position like that are. I don't know too many people that are in a good position, well off, and just announce their investments or anything they're doing.
Right.
Like you don't see Bill Gates or anybody else. Yeah, I'm going to go buy this now. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. Like you don't really broadcast certain things like that now. If it comes to the case to where they have to announce things, where they did put out an announcement with a letter. You know what I mean? They announced it. You know what I mean? That is their announcement in how they do things. They don't have to do like a interview, or I don't really think they're very boisterous like that as far as a community. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion on that.
Was the other CEO from Still Zero Token banned from Dubai for jumping the gun statements? I have no idea. I don't know any.
But
yeah, I don't know.
I know they like things a certain way, and they definitely don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I think respect is key, and the goal and the
1,000.
key to respecting somebody is kind of respecting their privacy, to how they want to handle things. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they would love to. I mean, Grover loves to broadcast all over the world in whatever which way, but it's like you got to remain professional within a certain extent, because they want to keep the relationship. You know what I mean? So.
And the royal family has a specific way of how they do business. Their announcements, there is a set way that the announcements are made. Public media statements there's a protocol, and so that protocol has to happen first before we at Grove can say anything. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where things may be done, but it's one of those things where we got to go through the process of the protocol that they have in doing their business.
Yeah, and some people will still never they'll understand, because they know it's a statement. The royal family is involved in some capacity, but they won't really know the magnitude of what they kind of holds. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, I feel like that'll be unknown for a little bit, but they'll figure it out as things progress, I think.
Yeah, Jay, I have no idea. I would imagine that's probably FUD, but again, I don't I don't know. John has been adamant about how we word our tweets and videos pics. We do not want to offend them in any way.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
So it's just all about a respect level, you know what I mean? Like you respect your business partner that you're in business with, you know what I mean? Like you guys are partners. This is the way I like to handle my business. Okay, cool. Respect it, you know what I mean? And it just goes from there. There are some people that like to put things out there, and then there are some people that don't. I mean, I think that's kind of the end of that one, you know what I mean? It's like the partnership is there for 100% though.
And trust me, John would love to just come out here and say, "Hey, we got this coming, this coming, this coming, this coming, this coming."
Right.
But when it comes to business, you under promise, over deliver.
Yes, sir.
So you say, "Hey, we got this and this," and then when you deliver this, 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 and this, and this, oh, okay. Now it makes sense. I get it. You know, you said we were going to get one thing, but we got that one thing plus. We got a partnership with the royal family in Dubai, but we also got plus. Now John is the managing director of the Dubai Metaverse.
Right.
So it's amazing. It just really is awesome to see, you know, John positioning Grove and the rest of the founders positioning Grove where they are.
Yeah, people will get it as we go further along, you know what I mean? And it'll be to a situation to where we got to kind of, you know what I mean, like go back, rewind, and kind of figure out what's going on in the situation, you know what I mean?
Hey, Joe, is that the one that we're talking about? That's like 105 miles long. It's like 200 meters long, like wide, and it's like literally like up off the ground, like elevated, like self-sustainable. Is that what you're talking about? Because I've heard about that, and it's like a 105-mile long city, but it's like 200 meters wide. So you basically got like two lane road, you know, 4 lanes of road, then like houses and businesses on the side. Yeah, I've been hearing some stuff about that, and I actually saw that. I believe it was Dubai. I think it was someone from Dubai who went and actually toured that.
Give me 2 seconds.
You're good, brother. But yeah, I've been seeing a little bit more about that. So that's pretty good. Definitely potential. I don't know all the details of it, but I never count anything out. It's going to need sustainable food supply. Absolutely. There is no road. It's an electric train inside. Boom. See, now that's why I told you. I just heard about it today. So thank you for helping me out there. But man, electric train. I wonder how fast that bad boy is going to go. I bet you can probably get from one end to the other end real quick. But yeah, I want to say I saw. An article today. Was it? Maybe this is what it was. This is the article I saw. It's not in. Let's see here. Man, I knew there was one I saw earlier.
What are we looking at?
I was trying. There was an article I saw earlier that was talking about the wall. And I don't know. Maybe it's over here.
Oh, there's no road. There's an electric train inside. Interesting. And what is it? What is it called?
The wall in Saudi Arabia. I think it's called Mirrored City. No, I'm drawing a blank on where I saw that. I'll have to look it up and get it out there. I'll try to retweet it. I type in mirrored city.
Damn, that look nice.
Video it probably travels fast, probably just as fast as the trains. Yeah, very true.
You said put in mirrored city.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's like a Saudi Arabia plans 100-mile long mirrored skyscraper megacity.
Legal, what up, legal? Legal in the building.
What's good, legal?
Is Grove pumping?
In the building.
Man, we got legal in the building. Gotta throw some shades on for legal. Is Grove pumping? It's got a little bit of pump going on. It's got some more volume coming in because of all of the exchanges that just recently got added.
Yes, sir. Picked up that M exchange. DigiFinex went live today. So seeing I think Ethereum is up 10% on the day, so not too shabby.
So this is a real thing. It's like a mirrored wall or what?
Yeah,
crazy.
And it's gonna be like up in the air. Like it's not gonna be like on the ground.
That's crazy. Yeah, definitely smash that like button, guys. Definitely. Grove got Lil Pump. I don't know if y'all remember him. He only made a couple songs. What's going on, Baby Fat? What's going on, Baby Fat? How you feeling?
Hey, play that video that Shane put in chat. Or can I share my screen here?
Hold on, I'll grab it.
I got it queued up if you wanna.
You sharing your screen would suck.
Okay.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunction.
Just trust me. Hold on.
Let's say I heard it.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
all right.
I've been sitting in this dang chair too long. My ass cheeks are numb. That said 9 million residents.
Right, exactly. Legal. Pause.
What happened? If I said it, pause.
Did you want the volume? I could turn the volume. I just didn't know if it was I was more for the visual purposes of it. Because sometimes they have music in the videos. I've done so well of not getting this demonetized. So many
Mirror
dead birds
glass
running
facade. Corey, just see what Corey put.
Yeah. Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know how many birds are actually in the area, just because it is so desert. There's not a lot of like.
Right, but if they are,
trees.
apparently they're not making it.
But you have to put like a bird net on the outside. But that's wild. It's like 105 miles long with 9 million people living there.
In the wall?
Yeah, on the wall. 9
Okay,
million residents is what that said.
Okay, we got to run that back. I'm sorry. They're in the wall.
Yeah, did you not watch the video? Like inside the video is like it looks legit. Like, it looks like something out of like a sci-fi movie.
So pretty much they're saying they took a town, put it in. Wow. Oh, so it's in layers.
Yeah.
I was paying attention, but I didn't see what was being done in front of me.
That's where that's why they said there's an electric train inside, because the train will take you.
Okay, so now I'm seeing the video in a whole new light now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, how tall is that wall?
Like taller than the Empire State Building.
And this is built. It's built already.
No, they're built. I believe they're building it.
I got questions.
I got time to like take a tour of this place.
I would love to.
Yeah, it's taller than the Eiffel Tower, taller than the.
I would want them to tell me where it is, so I don't run into it like the birds.
Just when you see yourself getting closer, stop.
Dude, that's how you. I mean, you stay off the grid like that.
Well, I mean, you're literally living in one big grid.
That's crazy. Like
That's
me
wild.
now knowing what that is, and that's why the plants are at the top, because they need the air, the light. That's crazy. But if they had the aeroponics, they wouldn't. Hey, that's okay. They wouldn't even have to do that.
You probably still want it. You probably still want it just for the car, like the oxygen levels.
Well, I'm sure they would ventilate the sides in some way, shape, or form. The only oxygen can't just be coming from the top. That would be horrible. There's got to be some type of ventilation system, I feel like, for the building. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's some type of ventilation system with that bad boy.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be. You know what I mean?
But that is sick.
No, that was wild.
Yeah. So could Grove be something like that? Potentially.
I think
potentially.
Now I'm looking at this picture, it makes so much more sense. But yeah, that's crazy. I feel like that would be a hell of a partnership, because they could use the aeroponic setup.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That place, definitely going to need hydroponic and aeroponic farming. 100%.
It will help them so much more. You know what I mean? So that would be another place to really establish roots then. So yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so we've been in for a little bit. We've been in that grow space for about 2. Been in here for about an hour. I don't want to hold you guys too late, guys. You guys got any questions, concerns? Throw them into the chat. If not, we definitely appreciate it, you guys. And I think we're going to end with that cool outro. Intro, just because I want everybody to see it. There's a couple more people in here. That's pretty dope. So shout out to Shane and
fire.
And what he created there. That was wild.
And the fact that he created that today.
Yeah.
Today.
Grove, man, appreciate that, brother. Most definitely
appreciate it. Yeah, I like the chat popping up. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I actually am reading that instead. Is the container farm the Prince opened today Grove's equipment, or do we know? I do not know yet. I don't know on that answer yet, but that's a good question. Piece of bacon grease.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, man. So, like I said, been real, man. This is critical. And if you guys have not seen this is an intro. Legal, check this joint out. Legal is wild, man. It's wild, bruh.
Legal.
Where's my button, man?
Bruh. No cap,
bro. But yeah, man, it's been real. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lo-fi off, guys, and we're going to turn up the Shane in the building. You guys, you want to say anything before we get out of here, Justin?
Man, love y'all. Thank y'all for coming, hanging out. I'll leave you like I always leave you. 2 things in this world you can control at all times. That's attitude and effort. Stay positive. Give 110% in everything you do. Love y'all. Appreciate you.
Definitely, man. And you already know what I say. You guys keep cuffing that diff out there. Look for good support levels as always, guys. We got some good things coming for Grow. And always, it's beyond crypto, guys. So try to get out the house, walk around, get some air, play with the kids, man, and try to live life also, man. Don't fixate on this. But let's check out this intro by Shane, guys. It's dope. After this goes through, we'll go ahead and end the stream, guys. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day.